Hello guys, and welcome back to Deck Builds, where today I have made a Mech Shaman called Mecha Shamoon, sorry. I can't even pronounce my own name right. So, what I've devised is basically, there is a few weaknesses due to card setbacks. For example, only one Paramace instead of two. Once I get another Paramace, I will add it in, and I recommend you add it in instead of like Feral Spirit, for example. That's the only weakness, is that that's in here instead of that. Which I actually also recommend higher, because the alternative is a Stormforge Axe, which is 2 mana for a 2/3. This is a 3/2 with a Death Rattle for 1 extra mana. Amazing. So Rock Biter, that is there for early game advantage. We got 2 Clockwork Gnomes, obviously, with Cogmaster, make a great pair. Crackle. Now I'm a bit about Crackle, because it's not amazing, because if you only do 3 damage and you need to do 4 damage, it's not very reliable. It's luck based, and I don't like how it's luck based. Anoidtron, obviously, it's a really good mech. Flame Tongue Totem, that is, I'm guessing that's going to be amazing in a mech deck, which requires some board control. Mech Warper, to get board control faster. Vitality Totem, to keep me alive longer, although that is another weakness, because I could trade something out for that, but I want to try that out. Because obviously it can't be protected, can it? Because mech decks don't focus on protecting each other. They protect the whole board as such. Whirling Zapomatic. Again, if I had 2 of these, I'll probably trade that for that. Obviously, this only costs 20 dust, I think. No, 40 dust to craft. Although, as you can see, I've only got 10 dust. And, you know, I don't like disenchanting cards. I would rather win dust in Arena. Paramace, obviously, if that gets onto that, that's going to be a 5/4 with Wind Fury, so it's 10 damage for 2 mana. Amazing. Feral Spirit, that's in here because of Paramace. I've only got 1 Paramace. But that's Aztec almost. Feral Spirit is a really good card in any deck because it summons 2/3 taunts for 3 mana. Obviously, it's overload 2, but you can be expected with that. Hex, I'll put 2 hexes in because those big minions that do trample all over decks like this can be stopped, only for 3 mana. Harvest Golem, that I might also change, but I think that is a necessity, because it still, once it dies, it isn't as big as board control, because it loses 2 health, but it does still have some board control because of a damaged golem. Spider Tank, that's just a really good 3 mana minion. Any deck can have a Spider Tank in, so you can imagine what a mech deck would be like. Tinkertown Technician, this is purely synergy, because it's a 3 mana 4/4 and you get a spare part, which isn't at all bad. It's great, it's amazing. Piloted Shredder, one of my favourite cards in the whole game, honestly. Next to Piloted Sky Golem, which I don't have, boo-hoo. Piloted Shredder is amazing because you never know what, it's pot luck. It's like Recombobulator, that card that I used to play, which transforms any minion into the same minion with a different kind of mana, something like that, I don't know. But Piloted Shredder is really good for maintaining board control, and as long as you don't get Nova's Engineer as a 2-drop, you're fine. And finally, the mighty Fire Elemental, because the Fire Elemental is absolutely amazing. I don't know how I ever won a game without it. I don't think I ever have, because it's always been in my deck. It's a 6 mana 6/5, which straight away is alright. But then a Battle Cry, deal 3 damage, is absolutely amazing. It's countered by 1 card, and that's Narubar Weblord. And not many decks run that. In fact, none at all run that, unless you're running a like anti-aggro hunter deck by doing Death Rattle and stuff like that. Which then, you know, that's fine, because I've got all the rest of his cards to back up this monstrosity and kill that Weblord. So that's Mecha Shamoon. If you guys want to see more deck builds, make sure you like this video, make sure you tell your friends about me, make sure you get this channel up in the air in the world, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.